Hi students, some of you may have had a gap in your studies or in your jobs, and when you apply for campus placement processes, the interviewers might reject you because of this reason. And the worst part of this is that unlike academic scores or soft skills, there can nothing be done to improve this or to undo this. So that's the reason today I will like to tell you how to negotiate if there are gaps in your academics or career and you need to explain them. First thing first, let's start with the CV itself. Because most students who have gap years, they get filtered out in the CV stage itself. So you have to take care that when you are making your CV, while you explain the gap year in such a way that it shows that you were not sitting idle, and at the same time no untrue information is going out. For example, you may say from 2016 to 2018, I pursued my passion as a musician, but later on realized that I should follow that orthodox part of doing a PG. Or you may even be as honest as from 2018 to 2020, I was under tremendous family pressure to get married, and it took me some time to convince my family about pursuing a career. Now, once you go through the CV filtering, in the PI round, you have to explain this more elaborately. Now, the best thing is that every gap comes with some learning, and you have to highlight that learning in your conversation with the interviewer. Before that, classify the reason for the gap. There are some common reasons for the gap. For example, education preparation, like preparing for CAT. It could be travel or exploration. It could be health related. It could be family or society related. It could even be a job loss due to market conditions, or maybe simply upskilling yourselves. In each of these cases, you have to show that it was a conscious decision that you took, even in a layoff or health issues. Now, this may sound awkward, but it is doable. Once you have a reason for the gap and the learnings from it, you need to remove any negative implications of that. For example, recruiter may say that your family pressure or your health condition may crop up again, for which again you may be required to take a break. This is the trickiest part, and you need to put your point with a lot of conviction. For example, you may say that post convincing my family, they invested so many lakhs of rupees in my MBA, which shows that they are pretty sure that career should be my importance now. From here, jump to positives. Even though the question may not have been asked, correlate the learning with the job requirement, and you would make an adverse condition to something of your benefit. For example, the travel exploration that I did in between my studies has given me experience in talking and dealing with people from different cultures, choices, orientations, and this job requires working in cross-cultural teams across regions. To sum up, while there is no one answer that fits all for all kinds of gap years, keep in mind these three things and you would sail through. First, what you did. Second, what you learn. And third, how your learning would help in that particular role. All the best. And if you have any specific situation or question to ask regarding answers to gap years, ping me here. See you again.